If I could go back to 55 kilogram me, I would slap myself for having wasted so many years. And so in this video, I'm gonna tell you 5 hard truths no one told me about training, food, mindset, and progress to get to my current weight, which is more than 70 kg along with the strength much faster. If you are stuck at the start of your weight gain journey, this is the brutal advice or advices I needed back then. Let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Bách Đỗ. I help guys gain weight and strength becoming bigger and stronger. The very first mistake that I made is that I thought I had been eating much enough. Specifically, I ate so much, but I was still at the same weight and size. And so I just blamed factors like genetics, food quality, circumstances, the things that I couldn't even control. And hence I would say that there's nothing I can do about this. And so I just kept that calories maintenance or even deficit diet plan because I was just eating like a bitch, like an obese motherfucker who wants to lose weight rather than make some gains in terms of weight. And even if those factors were right, it was still my problem, right? For example, there was a period for nearly a month I had to go to a place which was further away from my home to study the National Defense Education subject for the university. I thought that I had been eating so much because I was the last guy to finish his meal at the end of every single, I would say, dining sessions per day. Okay, from the beginning till the end, I was the only guy to finish his meal. So I thought that, oh, I have been eating a lot. And there is also one thing that could serve as the stimulation for that thought is that people around would give the table where I was some food from theirs because they couldn't finish their meals, their food, and most of them were girls, okay? And as soon as I got home, I was looking forward to the weight going up, but in fact, it was the fucking same. So, till now, I just figured out the main reasons. They were that I was eating slowly due to the medical history of the bleeding stomach, aka stomachache. Also, I got so shitty food for the breakfast at that place. Okay, so from my perspective, I can even tell that people just want things to be the best for them, not for other human beings. So they just gave us those shitty food, okay, and no other meals in the day besides some kind of soft drinks with a lot of ices because it was so hot, bro. I realized one fact is that I was eating like a pussy. I was eating so little. The reason why I thought I was eating so much is that I was getting the illusion of fullness in my stomach by consuming shits, as I said before, the soft fucking drinks, coffee with milk, sugar, instant version of coffee as well. I was also bringing that kind of coffee with me, cakes, highly processed food like fried chicken, etc. But because of my victim mindset, I got stuck at 55 and then 60 kg for a long period of time. I was more weak both physically and mentally. After taking this weight gain journey of mine, the most seriously, I would say, I started to weigh myself every single day to know that whether I should eat more or not, and most of the cases I have to do it in order to make my goal come true. So there are two ways. The first one is to add extra food into my diet plan by watching what big guys have, and then I just pick the ones I can have consistently, which means every single day. And then I would buy and incorporate them into my diet plan. For example, there are stuff like almonds, lentils, bananas, and eggs. The classic food for people who train. The other way is to have more portions of what I have already got within my diet plan. For example, I added 5 more almonds and 1 more egg into the plan, and that little extra did get me from 68 to more than 70 kg after a long period of time. The second mistake I made is that I wasn't eating before workouts. I do not know how about people who want to lose weight. Maybe they just still train without eating anything before to burn fat into the energy, to transform it into the energy. However, as a skinny guy who wants to gain weight, the pre-workout meal is a fucking must. Let's get back to the periods when I was training at home or at the outdoors training place. I had no pre-workout meals at all, and despite no injuries or negative effects, I can see one significant drawback is that I couldn't or I was unable to work out at my full potential or my full strength, which could have facilitated the progress, especially exercises like HIIT, the high intensity interval training, the cardio version, or the brutal leg ones like box step up, jumping lunges. Those motherfuckers just traumatized me, bro. I'm so afraid of them. Also, there was a day when I was training at the gym. I started to go to the gym for several months. One day I had to finish the classes at the beginning of the afternoon, and then I had 2 bananas, and that's fucking it. Then I headed to the gym. As soon as I finished the fucking weight pull-ups, I was done. I was fucking cooked because I was so tired. Had no fucking energy. So from that time till now, I having 1 potato as the pre-workout meal, and the workouts have been fire, okay? And I am able to avoid many serious symptoms which can prevent myself from finishing the workout sessions effectively, like getting dizzy or nauseous, etc., which those motherfuckers will interrupt my sessions, even put a stop for those. As I said to you before, I had to fucking stop that workout session, or else I was just gonna faint. And there is more likelihood of me gaining weight because basically there's another meal added into the plan. So why can I not gain some weight from this extra stuff? In terms of the sauces that I put into my mouth as the pre-workout meal, 1 potato, aka something that can make me a bit full, and what I recommend is carbs. That potato is carbs. So 2 bananas are not fucking enough. So I got no energy. So what I mean here is that not only do I have something as the pre-workout meal, but I also have to care about the energy that they bring to me, okay? Or else it is like zero, having nothing. I'd rather have nothing than having 2 bananas and stuck at the same fucking place. The next mistake is that I did too many exercises. I used to have really long workout sessions which lasted for minimum 2 hours with so many exercises hitting the same fucking muscle groups or areas. Like for quads, I would do squat, pistol squat, and leg extension. For bicep, I would do chin up barbell curl and dumbbell hammer curl like a fucking bodybuilder, which I don't like. For tricep, I would do dips, overhead extension, using Monty grip bar, rope tricep push down, even some one-arm push-up as well. For chest, I would do fucking bench press, incline dumbbell press, also one-arm push-up, 3 variations of cable fly. It was fucking insane, wasting me a lot of time. I did even do some martial arts related training at the end of every single session for the first few months after signing up my first gym membership last year. I did all of those in order to get the feeling like an athlete, which is true, okay? It was true. Specifically, those who train for bodybuilding, the style that I do not even like as much as powerlifting and calisthenics. As a consequence, I couldn't train at my full potential again. So I had to lower the intensity of squat to be able to do leg extension with full stack later on in order to get my ego satisfied, while the former exercise has already targeted 90% or even more of the quads, and I know that I can do it more reps, more sets, more fucking weight. So I was just wasting time and energy on gaining just a little bit like this instead of a lot. I also got fatigue, and so the execution with the same heavy weight was getting more and more improper, and there was a really high risk of me getting injured. For now, I have been focusing on doing only the main movements, aka free weight and calisthenics or bodyweight training styles, as they already hit other relevant muscles, and I can eliminate shits that do not even align with my goal. For example, weighted dips, that shit already hits chest, front delt, and tricep. I would just have to do bench press to fuck the chest more, or maybe for upper chest, okay? Fair enough. I don't have to do overhead press anymore. I just have to do lateral raise, and that's fucking it. Tricep, no need. Bench press, the same. I don't have to do overhead press anymore. Weighted pull-ups for back, bicep, forearm, and rear delt. I don't have to do fucking bicep or lat pull down anymore. So, as you can tell, I have been able to save so much time because there's no need for isolation exercises like the front delt with overhead press, the bicep like barbell bicep curl, rear delt like this rear delt fly, as long as I train to failure. And there are maximum 2 exercises per muscle group. For pull workout, for instance, I would do weighted pull-ups or pull-ups and a row variation. For push workout, I would do weighted dips or just dips and bench press. For legs, I would do squat, walking lunges, RDL or leg curl and calf raise. That's fucking it, in order to target the quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves. The next mistake is that I was training through the pain. You know, I got a lot of pain throughout this fucking journey, and I don't know if it is a good sign or not, because I'm training to get healthier, right? But instead I just got fucking so much pain. Like the left rear delt pain from the advanced tuck front lever, left wrist injury from overhead press, etc. And those motherfuckers and training through pain, through those kinds of pain, just extended the recovery length, because there was no chance for me to heal. Even they got so worse, much worse. For instance, in terms of this fucking left wrist injury, it could have healed within the first 2 months, and then I could have started to go to the gym properly again, instead of 1 month training like shit with pain and fear, and then I was completely off for 3 months, okay? And there was barely any progress because it was painful and the performance was not that effective. The right way that I figure out is to train around the pain, train around it, do what I can, still have to train, okay? I don't need to, or I don't have to, or I shouldn't just lie on the fucking bed all day. I still have to do something like David Goggins with a pair of fucked up knees. So I was doing legs, I was hitting legs with machines, abs exercises on the floor, running while avoiding movements that involve the wrist. Okay, as I told you beforehand just a few seconds ago, I didn't take any complete rest. I gotta move because the human beings like me and you, we are born to fucking move. Last but not least, I wasn't trying to seek any knowledge. I was training 7 days per week. There was no rest day for me because I knew that I had to do it in order to make it unreasonable for me to fail, also look cool as fuck. I didn't even want to listen to online fitness gurus who keep saying or talking about rest days, and I didn't want to take their advices on the workout split, only the exercises to, for example, I would just get to see what big and strong guys train on YouTube like Sebum, Jeff Nippert, Sam Sulek, etc., and then just copy what they show, which are different from video to video. Okay. Also, those are the ones that are working or that were working for them at that time when they're so fucking huge or on steroids. A lot of machine cable exercises with slow and controlled fucking technique. There's actually a Vietnamese fitness influencer that I was following for HIIT, high intensity interval training. He was doing some videos for that kind of cardio training, and to me it was so fucking different. Okay, if the first one works, why do we have to do a different one on the other day? Why? This shit is also the same for Chris Harria's videos about abs or core training. Okay, why do they have to make the fucking workouts different when the previous ones have already worked? And I followed them, okay, mindlessly, and then I just wondered why I hadn't gained that much and I didn't even enjoy the fucking training, even though they are different. But I wanted something to actually work for me and just keep it, just fucking spam it. What I mean here is that those gurus, they are not consistent with their advices or workouts, so I just got the fucking trust issues till now. And since I knew that I gotta learn and how to learn properly, recently I purchased a program actually with my own money, and I have been able to make progress in every single session that I did. I always look forward to the next workout session to get new fucking PR, or at least some kind of progression. One more rep, one more sets, one more weight, more seconds hold. Also, I will be able to get attention from people because I am doing heavy stuff, at least to me, and more different than other people, what they are doing. So I was able to get back to where I used to be before the injury from weak as fuck in just 2 months, after 3 months off, 3+ months off, 3 months earlier than it used to take me with my old program, which was created on my own. Now, let me just talk a little bit about the sources, the learning sources. Just learn about people whom I can relate to, who are far ahead of me, who already got the things that I want. At least they have overcome what I'm facing right now. For example, I just want to watch big and strong guys, not females, okay? Big and strong guys, because I'm a male. With the same training style and problems in their past. So they must have been skinny and weak, just like me right now. Those guys are Eric Bugenhagen, Ian Barsico, Hamza Ahmed, etc. The most important thing I want you to bear in mind is that what is working for them right now might not work for you, or in most of the cases, they will not work for you. It is just like flying private, like the rich when you are poor. Like I am poor right now, I cannot do it. Okay? So, the main thing here is to do what brought them here in order to get the same results as theirs right now. And that's it. So those are the things that I used to make in the past, which kept me always small and weak until now. Hopefully you have learned something from this, got something from this in order to apply onto your real life plan and get better. Progress yourself, okay? That's it, bro. Goodbye.